Pásele, pásele, episodio 26 de Maletones. De alguna manera esta mierda sigue sobreviviendo. Seguimos aquí y el día de hoy tenemos invitado. Pero para decirlo en su idioma, invitation. He is an NFT creator. He is a Adobe Flash user. He kicked me out of the project that could have been my breakout in the animation business.
I love Mexico. I share them with my birds. They eat my toes to go.
He is the reason why I was banned from PayPal and eBay twice.
Did he happen to be your landlord?
Yeah, Anyways, Marcus Hadlock. He's the creator of Apocalyptic Apes.
That's quite the intro.
Is that the AA?
Yeah.
I thought it was Alcoholics Anonymous or something.
That's why you weren't saying something about.
I was like, man, I need me one of those.
Pero, anyways, Marcus es el creador de Apocalyptic Apes NFT. Y como vieron, hemos estado acumulando todo nuestro inglés por unas cuantas semanas para dejarlo caer aquí. Vamos a hacer un episodio medio spanglishón y muy educativo.
Oye, ¿dónde aprendes español?
Siendo un misionero.
¿En dónde?
En Puerto Rico.
¿Qué? ¿Misionero?
Pero,
en Puerto Rico. Oh, Puerto Rico. ¿Qué parte? ¿San Juan?
Sí, cerca de San Juan. Arecibo, Rincón,
Simón.
Bayamón.
Oh, no, esos ya están abajo. Bayamón está. Anyway, no sé qué chingados.
Muchos países.
Quiero que
part of
sepas
Mexico that is, right?
Quiero que sepas que él, como tú en Puerto Rico, aprendió el perreo. He is a great perreador.
Want me to get on the table?
You for real? Straight up? I was going to say.
Well, if you offer.
No, I'm just learning. I'm like, did you, what kind of mission did you serve that?
Mission.
Is that where this is going? I guess since you're an artist, you even have a channel that's called Hattie the Creator that I haven't seen new stuff in a while. But
it's been a minute.
How did you make a jump from like being an artist to become like an NFT artist?
The NFT creator. I don't know. I think I was just in the right place at the right time and had some really nice and convenient circumstances that gave me the time that I could have. So I've got a bunch of kids. I've got 7 kids, and my wife had our 7th baby in September. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of when like NFTs were popping off.
Man, I didn't know you were Mexican. Anyways,
I don't get it.
Because we have a lot of kids.
We're known for having a lot of kids as well.
Okay, anyways,
like bunnies, but us.
Well,
anyways,
so my wife had this baby, and the company I worked for was bought by this European company that gives you like a bunch of paternity leave. So me, the father, I got 16 weeks of paid time off.
Damn.
I know. American problems, right?
Yeah, exactly.
16 weeks of PTO. What would you do with 16 weeks of PTO, Mr. John?
I would drink tea all day. Tea. I would drink this.
Sip tea with your pinky up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Exactly. I would drink tea all day. Canela, cinnamon.
I would use all type of essential oils.
All type of essential oils. Yeah.
All day, every day.
Mm-hmm. I would watch my health with natural.
Resources.
Resources.
That's what I would do.
I like rub mud on your face.
Exactly. You come to my house, I'm buried in sand in like a box of sand. Anyways, so continue.
I'm soaking up my minerals.
Please step in. Anyways.
Yeah, so I had 16 weeks, and I mean, I asked myself, what am I going to do with this time? But the thing is
maybe help
I
your
can
wife
only
with
jack off so much.
I
have to take breaks in between, you know?
Gotta refuel the pumps, right? At least you're getting some exercise.
Exactly.
Sounds like you're never leaving the house.
At least you're pumping.
How much pumping are you doing? Quite a lot. Iron, non.
Repetitions, yes. Anyways.
Shit, how did my story turn into a masturbation conversation?
That was my fault.
I'm just teasing.
My bad.
So
16 weeks. I'm
16
sorry.
weeks.
We are known to do that. Anyways.
I know. No, you're fine. So I was given 16 weeks, but the thing is, I felt kind of stuck in this job for a long time. You know, having so many kids, you have all these obligations. So I was paycheck to paycheck. You know, you pay the mortgage, you feed the kids, you feed the family, you eat out a couple times, and then, oh shit, we're out of money. Mm-hmm. And then you wait until the next paycheck. That's kind of the situation I've been in for a while. Mm-hmm. And I didn't love my job. I mean, it was exciting for a little while, but I kind of got to the point where you stop learning new things. You don't get challenged.
Coasting challenge anymore.
Yeah, coasting, exactly. Mm-hmm. And what's that saying?
Complacency is the biggest enemy of human beings. Not cowardice,
like that's the same quote I was thinking, but different words. What was it? Comfort is the enemy of success. But that's right. Literally what you said.
Yeah.
Damn, you guys are smart.
Yeah.
Well, and then
we read a thing too.
I watch Joe Rogan sometimes. That's me being cultured.
There you go. Hey, it's something, right?
Exactly.
Is it Joe Rogan or Seth Rogen?
Joe Rogan. The
Who's
bald
Seth
one.
Rogen?
Seth Rogen is the
From Family
actor.
Guy.
Oh,
He's
Chris from Family Guy, yeah.
Okay. Well,
No, Seth Rogen isn't that guy from Pineapple Express?
Oh shit, that's Seth Green. Damn.
Yeah,
that's
we're
Tom
going
Hanks.
into a lot of yeah.
just kidding.
We're like exploring different universes.
Man,
right
we've
now.
gone through all Hollywood at this point.
Isn't that the girl on? Anyways,
Did you know that Lehigh was at the in Lehigh? What was that movie called? That everyone brings it up about Lehigh. That Footloose. Did you know that Footloose was recorded in Lehigh?
You're that oatmeal.
okay. Anyways, sorry, we keep interrupting you.
Oh no, you're good. So I wanted to do something to try to find a way out of this. So I've been doing e-commerce.
So you have an e-commerce toy store.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And so I was selling things on there, and I could keep trying to scale that up. Or then I started seeing some, NFTs. I had a buddy on Facebook that was trying to teach me about crypto and trying to get me into some shit coins, they call them, just like real cheap coin like Shiba and all that
Guilty.
stuff. So I was learning a little bit of that. But then you see like 14-year-olds make $2 million selling NFTs, and you're like, what is this? Like, you see, like, I heard these stories of like 14-year-olds that made like $1 million selling NFTs, digital artwork. And you hear stories like Gary Vee sells V-Friends, and like he made $5 million from his project. And I'm like, I draw. I can do that.
You know what?
Like,
And I want to tell you something. A few years ago, probably like more than a few, probably like 5 years ago, I remember I saw, and maybe I can share the link, but it's a Vice documentary, like one of these like short documentaries about digital art. And they were in the metaverse, I guess, and some guy was showing like a gallery, like a virtual gallery, and he was like, yeah, somebody paid like $45,000 for this thing, and I was like, mira estos pendejos. I was like, mira estas mamadas. ¿Has visto ese meme que dice, para con tus mierdas?
Or like, these guys are virgin for sure.
Y le cambié, and then we're here now.
And then 5 years later, or like, I don't know. Didn't you tell me that some dude told you back a while ago that they weren't trying to pay you with Bitcoin? You're like,
crypto. I'm like,
they're like, I don't want no monopoly money.
You should have taken it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Anyways, so
I started learning about crypto a little bit, getting to that. And then I had another friend from high school tell me that he'd made a bunch of money flipping NFTs. And at this point, I'm like, I have this free time. I really need to dig in and learn about this. So he kind of taught me some stuff. I got into like a couple projects, just watching them, looking at artwork and things. OpenSea.com, just kind of exploring. I remember like I felt like this rush of FOMO that like I was gonna miss out if I didn't like start selling something right away.
Exactly.
So I took some artwork I'd already done and threw it up on OpenSea, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna wake up a millionaire. Like I'm gonna do this, and someone's gonna come buy it. I'm not gonna have to do any work. It's just gonna magically happen. But obviously, I woke up to nothing, and I'm like, okay, well.
What am I doing wrong?
That motherfucker on that TikTok was wrong. Because you've seen those TikToks, right? There's like, I'm going to show you how to publish your NFT right now. Go to this website. What is it? Go to NFT. And now, wait.
Offer yourself $5,000 for it. So at least now there's a record that it was at least worth $5,000. I'm like, damn, that sounds shady as hell, but okay.
Anyways, so then you posted some art that you already had.
Yeah,
you made contracts and then you put them on OpenSea.
I don't know if you mind me asking before I forget. I'm sorry. What type of art do you make?
What type of drawings?
Okay, all right. So like
color drawing. Like I come from like a fantasy art background. But
I gotcha.
Like I have really heavy black line art. Both he and I were kind of into like early street artists and graffiti artists and like all those. I don't know. Like I just draw like a lot of characters, a lot of creatures.
Nice.
That kind of stuff.
So this is exactly the type of stuff is selling right now, right? Like kind of
I mean,
could you draw me like one of your French girls? That's all. I'm sorry. I was looking for the chance to say that, and I just found it. I'm sorry.
If you pose like a French girl, I'll draw you like a French girl. I'll paint right on you. Use your body as a canvas. How about that? I'll draw some flower nipples on you.
I'm gonna use you with trace paper.
If you pay me enough.
Are those still there?
I think they are, but I don't even have access to that account anymore. Like I'd made a wallet and didn't like it was
You're just like a Mexican mom that lost her password and they just open a new account. Has 34 Facebooks.
Exactly.
34 Facebook accounts.
same picture on every single one,
picture,
same name.
She has a different grandson on each of the each profile picture.
And that's the same account
Dude.
that posts a picture of Obi-Wan Kenobi and thinks it's Jesus.
Yes. Exactly.
Oh, that type of auntie. Oh man, that is hardcore.
Anyways,
We all have that type of auntie. That's why
yeah.
that joke resonated on a spiritual
I think
level.
my mom
Let's just
has-
put
tickled your
my
soul.
mom's like 3 Facebooks. Sometimes I send her messages and I don't even know which one I should.
Yeah.
Anyways, so
you get an answer in like Arabic or something because they got hacked or something.
send me $45,000 for the Princess of Nigeria. We need it right now.
One of her fake accounts is trying to spam the other.
like- So then you uploaded some, and then.
Nothing really happened. Then I started learning more. I started watching.
But did you get disappointed? Were you
Well, a
expecting
little
it?
bit? But I mean,
It was work that you already made, right? It's not
Yeah.
like you drew exactly for
I
it
mean,
just
I did.
yet.
You did pay. You have to pay like 100 or
Oh,
150
damn, to
bucks
host
in
them.
gas
Right.
to even start selling. Like you just do it once and then you can sell them. It's
But-
like,
But I mean, you were doing e-commerce, so you know how the
Yeah, I
digital
know.
business works. So
But
it's not
like-
like you're not gonna get a millionaire like overnight. You know that there's a lot of work. That
But
goes
Gary
behind
V
it.
said,
but it's just like this FOMO. Like you hear these stories and you're like, if this 14-year-old kid can do it, surely I can do it.
right.
You know, so you jump in and like I don't know. I didn't know what I was expecting.
Dude, that is exactly how I got into crypto, and it worked out.
Yeah.
It worked out, yeah.
$3 billion is what it's worth. right
No, it's actually like 100 became 500, and so I'm like, damn, I'm really doing it right now. I'm flipping
making
it.
it.
I'm really doing this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go pay off my terreno in Mexico. Anyways, nobody's doing apes before. How did you come about doing
Well, apes-
Apocalyptic Apes?
Because they were already a good product. I mean, to me, that's
Well-
Were you watching The Walking Dead?
were you watching Donkey Kong?
I,
Or like,
I actually did rewatch The Walking Dead as I was drawing it.
I stopped at season 5.
It-
I think season 6 is when I stopped.
yeah.
do you feel like it got bad
I'm
after
done.
I feel like that. Like once the tiger guy came in there. And,
that? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I started losing interest.
I was like,
But like, how does he have a tiger? First of all, I need to ask. And then they start saying why, and it's because he took him from the zoo or something like
yeah.
that, right?
But
And I'm
still,
like,
it's
that's
just
a
like,
little-
how did it not eat him? And
Like, it's a little bit far fetched.
yeah,
Like, I'm just,
and it's like really crappy CGI. And then the next season after that, the acting is like so bad. Like,
right?
yeah, you feel like you're
what
it's
season
not
is
the
this?
same
What
show.
season is the tiger?
Like
5
yeah.
or 6, I don't know.
I feel like when what's his bucket died, Rick died. I'm like, I hadn't even gotten to that point. But then I'm like, man, now I know that Rick dies. Do I really want to keep
Yeah,
watching?
Yeah.
To me, it started feeling like a telenovela at some point, and
Yeah,
I'm like, I just.
Sort of like Game of Thrones. So what do you think about Game of Thrones? Did you think that the 6th and 7th seasons were bad? Please.
Wash your fucking mouth when you speak.
What's
of
your
Game of
you're about to
Thrones.
pimp slapping? But I'm
Are
sorry.
you
let's-
into? Do you like Game of Thrones?
I never watched it.
You're missing out, my man.
Get the fuck out of here.
You're
Anyways,
missing out.
so then how did Apocalyptic Apes became to be one of the hottest items on OpenSea?
Ethereum based, right?
Yeah. So
Do you understand
What was
100
that?
NFTs 100%? Like, I don't get it 100%, but I'm like, I know it's some sort of way of
I don't
doing.
think that even the guy that knows
Made
the
'em.
most about NFTs,
Not even the Vitalik guy, right? He's like,
Because there's a bunch of
Vitalik.
different like variations. There's a bunch of different things that you can do and don't do. Sometimes I send him a message at like 3 in the morning. And
hey,
ask
can you
him,
make
like,
this
stupid
jacket an
questions.
NFT or
Yeah. I'm like, hey, check out this picture of this frog. Can I make this into an NFT? Can the frog be an NFT and the background another NFT? So I always ask him like all the stupid questions about NFTs.
and you're like, man, I don't even talk to you no more. Just kidding.
Who's this guy?
Anyway, I'm sorry. We'll stop. We'll stop.
no, you're
bullshitting.
good. You're good.
What's the Apocalyptic Apes story?
So yeah, so I started learning about NFTs. I bought one. I bought a thing called a winter bear for like $300
Yeah.
bucks.
Oh yeah, I know which ones you're talking
But like
about.
I was freaked out. Spending $300 was a lot of money.
Yeah.
You know, like I was like stressing it.
So you flipped it? Tell me
yeah,
you
so
flipped it. Oh,
I
sweet.
flipped it. I flipped it, and that's kind of what made me like
Yeah.
sink
That
the
face
hooks
you
in.
made when you like, tell me you flipped it. Tell me you. A shower of happiness, just like
Shower of something.
Because
Yeah.
that's
a golden
that
shower
makes a
of
lot of
happiness.
sense. Good.
But
Okay,
anyways, so you bought
A winter
how
bear.
much are those worth now?
I don't know what they're worth right now, but they went up in value. Like they went from like being worth about $300 each to like $1,200 or like $1,500.
That's really good.
But I flipped it somewhere before like the peak, and
That's
so I
good.
took the $300 and turned it to like $1,400 in like less than a week or about a week, and I was like, whoa, this is a lot of money. There's something here.
Nice.
Right. So like, I don't know if I want to go to my 9 to 5 anymore. That's how I felt with Bitcoin when it went to 52 from 50 cents to 52 cents. That's how I felt. I was just like, man,
I made it.
I don't know how y'all do this 9 to 5 thing.
And then you call your boss up and tell him off, and
Yeah.
then the next day it dips down. And you're like,
I was
you
just
call him
play
back.
it.
Like, can I
Sir,
retract that?
So I lost my phone yesterday. Did you happen to get a call?
It wasn't me.
Somebody called. Did they call you with a very heavy accent?
But anyways.
Yes. So I flipped one. So I started buying a couple more. The next ones I ended up buying didn't do so well. I got rugged once, which means you buy it and then once like they sell
project,
out,
alright.
they just disappear. Sometimes they delete their communities, like their Discord
They're rug,
server.
yeah. I saw a documentary about that shit. That's
Yeah.
how a lot of people are doing it, and their rugs are happening a lot. Like
They
a lot of
do.
people fall for it because of the FOMO. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Well, no, I mean, in the beginning, too, a lot more of that. I think there's less of it now, and people are more careful, and projects have a lot harder time selling out. Like, you really have to, like, almost have a name for yourself or some sort of following beforehand, or be able to connect somehow. I don't know. Have different utilities that are intriguing to people, those kind of things, but it's hard now. Like, it's crazy how much it's changed, and it's not even been a year.
Right.
It's like every day. It's like they say there's this
Every
saying.
day.
There's this
That's
saying in
crazy.
crypto, like every
Yeah.
day is like a week, and every week is like a month, or something like that.
That's true. That's
It definitely
absolutely
feels
true.
that way.
So then you connected with other people, or how did you?
Yeah, so I started trying to get into different NFTs, and then I would try to get into the community and kind of see and pick their brains, how things kind of run, how those.
When you say I
came to
tried
be.
to get into the community, how?
I just mean
How-
literally like join their Discord.
Yeah,
server.
the Discord
channels.
or
Yeah.
Twitter sometimes as well, right?
Yeah, a lot of Twitter. There's a lot of NFT talk on Twitter, but usually an NFT will connect through a Discord server and have a community manager and announce all their things and post their sneak peeks and news about what they're doing, all that stuff. And
So that would be a good first step to know more about.
yeah, well, that's what I was doing. I was just trying to like absorb everything I could and learn.
Oh, so
everything I
join
could.
Discord account. Join this. I didn't even know that that's how Discord worked. I use Reddit. That's as far as I go.
Yeah.
I use Facebook. That's about as far as I go.
I'm getting old, man. All this new technology.
Yeah, all
If you don't
these
have a
Twitters.
TikTok, you.
I'm still looking for MSN Messenger, but I can't find it
My kids tell me I'm old because I still have a Facebook account.
because you were born in the 1900s.
I know.
Wow, that shit was hot when it came out. Okay, it was MySpace. That shit somehow dethroned MySpace. Like, it was hot shit.
Dude, MySpace was hot shit.
It was that exclusivity.
Yeah.
But
Anyways.
Facebook though, that like it was intriguing because only university students could have it, and then once they open it up, everybody's like, "Oh shit, I gotta get on this."
You know what was the selling
And then
feature for me
Facebook.
is that you'd get notifications when someone commented on your shitty ass picture that you took. You're like, man, you look hideous as hell, or something like
You
that.
get a
Like,
dopamine hit though.
yeah.
I gotta go check this out.
yeah.
One new comment. Yeah, I remember that.
Well, people get so addicted to it.
Ego,
Like
yeah.
they're not validated in life until they get like 10 likes on a picture. You know, it's crazy.
Not wild shit, and then our kids are gonna suffer that a lot more.
I know.
Shit.
It's scary. Like I don't know how to be a good dad these days. Do you give it to him? Do you keep it from him? I don't know. How much
That's
do you monitor
hard.
it?
See, I haven't even gotten across that. That's a social dilemma that we need to discuss.
Well, I don't even want to talk
Exactly.
about it. My daughter would watch it and what?
Shit. Anyway, so these NFTs, that's how you started. You went to the Discord community, and then that's where like, all right, let me figure out what these kids like. What la chaviza le gusta. Que le gusta la chaviza.
Kids that weren't born in the 1900s.
Kids that don't know who AFI is. Blink 182 either.
Dude, I was watching this YouTube video called Blink 182 reacts to teenagers listening to Blink 182, and a bunch of them were like, "This is what my dad listens to. This is what my mom listens to. My dad takes me to their concert." I was like, "Damn, I'm old."
Shit,
That shit
wild.
made me feel old as fuck.
That's funny.
I wish they had that, but with hip hop, so that they would be like, man,
They probably do.
Shit.
They probably do.
Like
It's like some of
50s
those. It's one of those like BuzzFeed type of shit channels. Anyways,
Probably there should be one. That's a business idea. Let's do one of those, but about hip hop.
there you go. Let's do one of those, but about 90s porn.
What?
reacting. They're like, they don't do that anymore. What happened to the old
They used to
school?
have a lot of hair, huh?
I guess hair was a thing back then. Anyways,
I'm sorry.
It's all good. I'm used to you guys.
it gets steamy over here. Anyways, so then you got into the community, and then
No, that's my phone.
okay, ya prometimos que we're gonna stop the penis jokes, so you can tell us a story
Ah,
about
then this is where you lose me.
this. Yeah,
I'm out.
it's because always hungry. And entonces, what's the story about Apocalyptic Apes?
Yeah, so
After 20 minutes.
I got into NFTs, right? I was flipping them, getting rugged by them, kind of learning how they go, joining communities. And then I started noticing a lot of NFTs would do these art contests, right? So they'd have some prizes, some way. And I mean, it's like a win-win. It's for the community gets built because more people are posting their artwork and it's unique. And
Are these communities happening in like Discord or?
yeah, do Discord and Twitter. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. And that, let me guess. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna guess.
You
actually.
guess, man.
You guess, motherfucker.
This
You already interrupted me.
This is your podcast.
No, is it? So I guess out of those competitions, can you like say for example they really like your work, and then they say, well, I think that we can make this an NFT. Is that how they kind of like work? That's the reason why they do them. So I'm like, man, this guy is really good at drawing. Let's pull him and start a project.
Potentially, there's some of that, but I mean, that's not what the written reason is. The reason for them why they would do it is because it draws attention to their NFT.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But they're by that point, I mean, their art's already done, or they're already like showing it, and they
Gotcha.
have everything done.
So
But
it's exposure more than anything.
well, so the NFT wins because they gain exposure because there's more visibility, and then the artist wins because they're getting more exposure and visibility. So it's
Okay.
kind of a win-win, and then they have prizes and things. It's just something they do to bring attention to themselves.
Yeah. What I hear about NFTs, though, is because of the blockchain technology. That's what we're doing with, like, I guess the non-fungible tokens now. But there's like a whole realm of possibilities you can do. Like, you can do, say, for example, a smart contract with like a house payment. It's like, all right, the title is the original one. It's yours. And it's only yours. Like, that's in use, right? Is that something you also do, or is it just artwork?
I mean, there are limitless possibilities, but right now we're just doing artwork, and then we're starting to explore artwork tied to music.
Oh, shit.
And the music, there's like royalty sharement and stuff.
Dude, that's where, so
it's
I
pretty
heard there's a
interesting.
project about that already. What's it called?
The one that we're working on is called the Apocalyptic Queen Apes, which is basically female versions of our apes, but only a few of them in the collection will have a song assigned to it. But then there's a revenue stream sharing.
So, and are you gonna have like independent artists, or are you just gonna,
That would be great.
or are you just gonna download Casa songs from Limelight?
No. So we're working with a guy that has this publishing company.
And then you're gonna use.
So
his
he works
library.
directly with the artists, and so it's legit with the artists. It's not like we just like steal a royalty-free song or something.
Damn.
Yeah.
This is a whole operation. I don't know if my
Yeah,
brain
it's-
can handle this.
Like, why Apocalyptic Apes? What?
Yeah, so I know you joked with me before, but there's so many different ape NFTs already, right?
Bored Ape.
Yeah,
Is it
I
one
mean,
of
Bored Ape's the huge one, and that's one everybody else is envious about and wants to be, because they're like the first one to pop off and be mainstream, to where like athletes and things kind of
Bottom
flex
yeah.
them. Post Malone flexed one in his music video.
What's his name? Logan Paul flexed one, didn't he?
Logan, I don't know, but I think think he has a few. It's funny. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
Eminem bought one. Jimmy
Wild as hell.
Kimmel.
So that's where music
Paris
is going.
Hilton.
That makes a lot of sense because then you can sell me an original record of this song. Like, hey, I have the original of that. Like it belongs to me.
I can
That's
come to
wild.
Pawn Stars and be like, I have the contract for that.
Let me bring a friend for that.
Let me bring
an expert.
An
real
expert.
quick.
No, so art contests, right? Which ended up in me. I'm trying to go fast now. Which ended up in me getting recruited to a project through an art contest that I entered.
Damn,
and then
that's
from
good.
there, I kind of met some different people in the game, and then showed some of them my artwork. And then the project that they were working on didn't work out, and so me and him teamed up and created Apocalyptic Apes. The reason. Oh, sorry. You got something? No, I was just gonna say the reason why it's apes is because he had a Bored Ape or a mutant ape or something, and he wanted to see what it would look like apocalyptic, and he'd seen.
Oh, I see.
Well, he'd seen because the art contest I won was called Wasteland Cactus Crew, and they have like a post-apocalyptic
Theme.
Yeah, yes, but I drew it on a cactus, right? He's like, oh man, what would my ape look like with that same kind of drawing on it?
Do you still have that
ape.
cactus somewhere? That
Yeah,
draft?
yeah, I could give you the picture.
Can we show a picture? Like not right here, but
Oh
you
yeah,
send it
I
to
guess
her,
I'm,
right
okay,
here.
right here.
Yeah, sure,
yeah.
sure, I got you. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Because but you see, and that's like, I guess, a lesson for anybody in the business or any type of business is that you start for one reason, but if you keep doing things right, you're gonna end up with the right person or the right people who has like-mindedness. But you just have to keep going.
And then take your risks. Take
Right.
risks because este güey es aventado. Like since I known him, I remember I was working like customer service, and then he's like, just go apply for a fucking graphic designer job, you're gonna get it. And then remember how we built my portfolio, and then I went and I got it. So yes, the way it's like he was saying, I just went into a contest.
Had it been your regular Joe, they would have given up at that point, right?
And it
But
wouldn't
it's
even
just-
gone into the contest.
Man, I can't tell you how many times during that whole process I wanted to quit though. It's hard to keep pushing like every day.
It's what I was gonna say. How many hours do you think you've put into just the Apocalyptic Apes, just the art, none of the like promotion or
Just the art of
just the art of
Apocalyptic
the
Apes.
actual.
There's probably like a month of straight drawing, like literally like 12 hours a day some days
For a month.
for a month.
That's a
Yeah,
lot.
like I'd forget to eat sometimes. My wife would be like, "Hey, did you eat anything today?" And I'm like,
But that's the
no,
type of
I-
grind you have to do sometimes,
Well, I
right?
didn't even realize. I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm hungry."
Because you were excited about it, I'm assuming.
Well, yeah, I was just so into it.
You just, and that's the thing is that you have to be in love with what you're doing, or else it's not going to
It
work out.
doesn't, yeah,
Yeah.
doesn't feel
Right.
right.
So-
Wait, so what is what's next? Wait, how many did you guys release?
So we did 8,888.
Did you draw 8,888 one by one?
No. So how it works is, you know it's coming, huh? Wow, here comes the magic.
Here comes the magic. I wanna
So
know.
basically, you basically draw all the different elements in the face, right? Or whatever it is. You draw like 20 mouths, you draw 20 noses, eyes. Pretty soon you have these variables multiplied by themselves become this like astronomical number of possible outcomes, right?
It's
I'm trying
just a combination,
It's
right?
not trying to sound like Bill Nye up in here. No, but like you multiply 20 by 20
Bill,
by
Bill,
20
Bill.
by 20 again, and you're already like well over 100,000.
It's exponential, right?
Yeah,
You
it's
do
crazy.
the
And then
exponential.
each element you add, like you want to add like the potential to have a hat on.
Or
That's
like
a whole
pointy,
nother.
this one has pointy ears.
Yeah,
this one
yeah.
has a,
So-
a mustache. or
Okay,
something like that.
so you already have.
Yeah,
20,
so
you have 20 eyes, 20 noses, 20 mouths.
So
then
what I-
you go to Home Depot, pick up a few Mexicans and have them
Assemble them?
Assemble
no, we go
them,
to China. No, I'm just kidding.
China's cheaper, yeah. So thought we do it better. Anyways, so how do you guys put them together?
Yeah, so it's all programmatic. So there's a code that it's called generative because it generates based on these different elements and creates something.
And unique copies, right?
Yeah.
they're
So
all unique.
everyone's unique. There's no duplicates, and they have different rarities. For example, like if there's one with like a black hat on, but there's only like 10 in the whole collection,
That has a
then
black hat?
obviously it's a lot higher rarity than something that has like two or 300 or 1,000 or whatever.
Right.
So then what you get is these little networks or these groups of people that like go after certain traits and build the value up of just that one thing. It's really interesting.
Wild as hell, dude.
It is wild. It's not so.
Because I mean,
Cartoons.
that means that there's one that is like, that one looks average, and then there's one like, damn, that's nice. I like the hat. I like the ears.
Yeah.
I like the mustache. I
And-
like this one's a little bit.
You know which ones I like my favorite of
The
all
bla-
times? The doodles.
Doodles.
The-
You always like that art style though.
Yeah.
do you
The
do-
simplistic vector, clean lines.
Clean, very colorful.
See, that's you guys are talking your language right now. Cause I don't know.
We're
what you
talking
just say.
art.
Which ones do you
Yeah.
like? What collection?
This is like circle, circle. Just like, hey, don't talk to him anymore.
Let's keep talking in English. Anyways, so what's your favorite one? Which one do you like?
As far as NFTs go,
Uno de Aquid, vas a decir.
I know the homie style one. You know the homies that
homies.
you used to get. And did you ever see those?
Yeah,
the
I used to
homies?
collect homies.
Yeah.
See, there's
See?
what I'm saying.
I had homies.
What, do you have one? Do you no?
As far as like NFTs go,
Is there,
I
is
don't.
there a collection that you're like, oh, that looks pretty cool?
There's one about wolves that seems pretty cool. It's like called something wolf, and that one's barely starting. It has like 10,000 people on Twitter, and then there's a bunch that have like
You
actually.
gonna buy in?
I don't think so. Because the thing is that here's the stupid in me, or the less risky me. I should invest in things that I kind of understand, and I don't feel like I understand NFTs enough to.
Yeah. That's a good.
But crypto, I kind of understand it, and that's why I kind of understand it.
Working on my
NFTs.
PhD on that shit right now.
Yeah, it's a pussy hitting degree. That's what PhD stands for.
Yeah, but I mean, buying an NFT is really kind of like buying a crypto.
Yeah,
But you have some sort of visual element to represent what you own.
Right.
Yeah, that it's just a visual,
It's
visual
also,
number in your
It's
wallet.
also a good way of saving like money. Like, so that's how a lot of people do it. It's just like, all right, let me buy an asset that keeps its
That's actually
value
what
or
I
even
do
grows.
with my crypto. Crypto is my $20 that I don't want to see for the next 5 years. I just got in a fight with them.
Shitcoin.
That's my tia that we got in an argument in Christmas. And we're not gonna talk for the next 5 years. That's
Until she comments how pretty my daughter is. It's like, oh,
exactly.
your daughter's so pretty. Ay, tía, ¿cómo está?
ya está bien grandota, mija.
Ay, tía, ¿cómo está? Something like that, right? Like nothing happened.
Yeah. Anyways, so did you guys sell your 8,885, 88?
Yes, we did. Not all the same day. Like September, October, anything that would come out would sell out.
Because I
Pretty
think
much.
that
You were in the right place at the right time. Right?
No, but mine wasn't.
good.
No, brother. I released in December. I didn't have that issue.
Oh, okay.
I was just saying, like, if like you see that when you're kind of building up that everybody's selling out, and it almost looks easy.
But then I think that's one thing that makes your NFT even more credible, I guess more valuable, is that it sells out. It needs to sell out fast. Because if it doesn't, then
Honestly, yeah, because that's a good measurement of how
Valuable your brand, maybe?
or how relevant it is, how many eyes are on it, how many people want to invest in it, and the scarcity. So like, how many are for sale, like all that stuff. Yeah, I mean, if people watch other people's wallets, and if they see them buying these NFTs, and what I mean by watching their wallets, you basically seeing like what they buy, their
What transactions,
inventory.
yeah.
But you can see, so like if you have somebody like Gary Vee that you admire and you think he has good trading tactics, which I'm sure he does,
then you buy what he buys.
yeah, you watch his wallet and you see what he buys. But I mean, there's problems with that too, because people could start throwing crap in there.
Right.
And make it look like he's buying it, but he's not. But I mean, you can see if you check the transactions.
I saw this. I guess we were talking about it earlier, but there was this guy who released that NFT with like 3 images, and then he bought them for like $1 million each, and then someone came and bought them for like 1.5 each, and then he made like.
Right, so that's the problem with NFTs,
Yeah.
is that that's what pulling the rug. That's a one way of pulling the rug, right? Or you're just inflating the value of your NFT by you buy it from yourself from a different wallet all over again.
Yeah.
Right. So, but that's
That's a good advice though. Go and look at the wallets of people that have bought those NFTs.
And that's why you're in Discord, right? Because you're trying to figure out, all right, is this a real thing or is it not real?
Yeah,
real
you
thing?
can join the Discord and get a feel for them and
Right.
the team.
So no anden con sus pendejadas de que you see the NFT pool and then you go and dive right in like
Yeah.
Or
de
if you see,
cabeza. Like, cálmense. It's gonna
Well,
go and do a little bit of research. And
you know
then-
what would
know
be
a
a
lot of
good
research.
NFT? Novelas. The shit about novelas is like novela scenes. Don't you think it would be like novela scenes or novela characters for our, people?
We're gonna throw a bunch of fucking NFT ideas. Like,
Yeah.
like novelas NFTs, tamales, different
No, there's
flavor of tamales NFTs.
But that's the thing
jeez.
about NFTs, right? There's so
You could do
many
anything.
ways.
Yeah.
You can do anything.
Yeah, and they're only getting like more inventive of what they're coming out with. So
That's why I feel like this is not gonna go away ever.
no, I don't
anymore.
think it will, but I think it will evolve a lot. It'll be a lot different.
Web3 is basically the future of what the internet is gonna look like out there.
The metaverse.
The metaverse. And then
Yeah, that's wild.
So, anyways, one more question about your Apocalyptic Apes.
Can you still find some?
So all the ones that you could buy right now are on the aftermarket sales. So
Gotcha.
you're
I
buying
see.
from somebody else that has it, but they're all
Right.
in somebody's wallet.
Did you keep some by chance?
We kept a few, and we used some for giveaways, and I got a couple for being the artist, and we sent some to other teammates and stuff. So
Yeah, so you got
yeah,
first dibs,
but
right?
I didn't know it. He just my partner just sent me whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I minted a few myself. Like I paid for my own NFT, but
Oh, that's-
not for like that inflation reason you're saying, but just because I wanted them, you know.
Right. So that's so wild.
What are you guys
NFTs.
gonna do now? So you're
Yeah,
working
so
on the
so all those sold out on Christmas morning. Actually, they
Damn, that's
last one
wild.
sold.
That
So
was that's a good
yeah,
Christmas
we
present to
released.
have.
Yeah, it was insane. So we had a week prior to that we released on, and sold quite a bit, but like I don't know, it was ups and downs. But Christmas morning we had like a Christmas miracle. All these people just came in
Like
and
a lot
got
of
some good
traction. You could see a
exposure.
lot of traction, right?
Yeah, and it's been a wild ride since then.
That's crazy, dude. And all for taking a chance, right? Because you got to take your chances. Because you didn't get there by just sitting and waiting for something to land on you. You worked for that shit.
So what are
Yeah,
you
I
working
mean,
on for now? I think I've asked like 4 times. What the fuck is next?
Well, he doesn't want to give his ideas away, bro.
No, I don't. So right now we're drawing a companion to that NFT,
There you go.
which is female.
Las changas.
Apocalyptic queens. We call them apocalyptic queens, and they're all going to be the female counterparts to the males. And if they want, they can mate them and have a
If
baby.
my mom saw one of the Apocalyptic Queens NFT, she'd be like, ¿Esos cómo se llaman? ¿Las pinches chancas monstruos?
Yeah, what's up?
¿Pinches chancas diabólicas?
Los pinches changas muertas.
Las changas muertas,
Because
okay.
they're like post-apocalyptic.
Y si sa-
So when you say
who's this-
chancla,
who's this Marcus guy?
Changa is a female
Oh,
for
changa.
chango. Mhm.
Oh, I was
Monkey,
hearing chancla
Changa.
because chancla is what they call like flip flops. In Puerto Rico.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a second-degree weapon. It's a white. What do you call those? It's a lethal weapon. Like anyway, it's a type of weapon.
Yeah.
It's a whip.
For a mad mama.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyways.
Did you
so-
ever get La Chancla? Did you ever get Chancla? Dude, I got
Ah,
the cable. Bro, I got the cable.
Chancla was the lightweight shit. Chancla was when you did something lightweight. Like,
You get
ah,
the
you
wooden-
don't even
you
feel
get the
those
wooden
anymore.
spoon?
You
Yeah.
get the pinche
belt.
cable de la plancha, no? The cord for the iron.
Oh
You
man,
just
with
chuckle
the
and
plug
say, "No me
everything?
dolió."
Oof,
Yeah.
that's rough.
You look like Jesus Christ after
Oh, that's so
25.
But that's
man. That feels brutal.
Yeah, you're just over
I'm
here. You're
cringing
just over
just,
here on
like,
the ground, being
imagining.
like, "Father, forgive her, for she does not know what she does."
you see what I asked was like, what the hell did you do to deserve that, dude?
Damn, must have been a bad boy.
Still.
Still,
Anyways, so Apocalyptic Queens.
yeah. So
Are you still? Is it still like? Are you still drawing?
Yeah, I'm still drawing. I've got a few left to finish up the collection, so working on them.
Do you guys have a date? A dropping date?
No, we're trying to do it before March is out. That's all we've told people, but we're waiting to iron out all the details and stuff.
How's
before.
your community doing?
The community's doing really good. They're awesome.
Okay.
They're really active both on Twitter and Discord, and
We're gonna share all your links to your shit,
yeah, sure.
To your art.
to your art, and then
Asshole.
and then your very beautifully built toy store website.
Do you still sell toys? Because that's another source of revenue, right? I mean, you shouldn't stop that.
Well, it's slowed down because I haven't given it much attention. But,
I see.
I mean, sales trickle in every once in a while.
Nice.
I know because I get your messages from on Facebook.
Yeah, I kind of put my kid in charge of that. My 13-year-old boy kind of runs
That's
that.
good.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Can you imagine if your mom had you run a store like that at 13, and you'd be Jeff Bezos by now?
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't always. Sometimes I have to push him a bit. Like it's almost like getting him to do a chore, you know. But
You're like, hey,
I'm like, you're making money.
Shut the fuck up, Dad! Trying to make out with
wanna
this
work.
girl over here.
like, hey, you want this $50 or not? You're saying that in between October, because I just assumed that you were selling in October. Dude,
Yeah.
there was a time that you're like, damn, is this gonna take off or not?
Yeah, and you always ask yourself, am I too late?
Right.
You know, did I miss the fad? And I mean, I'll tell an origin story. So I had a buddy of ours reach out to me and say, hey, I wore this shirt to the soccer game and it's just pizza printed all over it. He's like, we should make a business and go in together 50-50. And then I went to Walmart the next day and I saw like hamburger shirts and like, you know, those ugly sublimation all over print things. And I'm like, looks like it's been done. It's in Walmart. It doesn't look like it's selling. So I went back to him like, I'm not really interested. And I kind of ignored the offer. Right. And then he starts his own business, Beloved Shirts. You heard of them?
Yeah, I heard of them.
Yeah. So and he started working on it, and then he said, "Hey, do you want to come work for me?" But at that point, I mean, the offer for a partner was over. You know,
You're
that
just
was
an
gone.
employee at this point, right?
Well, yeah, I was just came in to help him out with stuff. So I mean, had I gone in with him, it turned out to be a pretty big venture and was on Shark Tank and stuff, and he's still doing pretty good with it, which is awesome, you know. But I had my opportunity and I turned it down because
So after that,
I thought it had been done.
So you learned your lesson the hard way.
Yeah. So when it came to this NFT thing, I learned not to just like
Jump on
settle.
things.
Yeah, you got to get out of your comfort zone.
That's the complacency is the worst enemy of progress as well. See.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, motherfucker. Anyways,
All
so-
warfare is based on deception. Hey, throw some other fancy ones. Hey, throw some other fancy ones. El respeto al derecho ajeno es la paz.
Be the change you want to see in the world.
So let's circle back to like this.
Let's
We
circle
should
back
do
on
some
that-
Zoom ones.
On that conversation, is there any other projects that you're working on other than the NFTs, which is the Apocalyptic Apes, and then you have the toy store,
And then I have my YouTube channel, but
which
I haven't posted Hattie the Creator.
and what do
I
you do there?
haven't. I do artwork and different creative videos, trying to kind of
Like
help
tutorials?
motivate. And not, I mean, I have a couple tutorials, but it's more like, I don't know, just a fun outlet for me to draw and to kind of try to help influence other people that are kind of like stagnant with art to maybe motivate and inspire them a little bit. I don't know. I just have fun with it too.
Damn.
But I haven't posted on there for a minute. But it is something I'd like to get back to once I free up a little bit. NFTs has me pretty busy.
I don't know if you heard, but he goes 12 hours. So sometimes it's like you just go,
Sometimes.
damn.
And then he has like a bunch of kids, so that adds up.
Dude, just that's all you should have said, because that to me that's enough to be like, damn, I don't have the energy for anything. But I completely understand where you're coming from, because you just told us like things were not, we were just coasting, so you just wanted to do better, and that's what you did, and you were doing better now, right?
Yeah, I mean,
It's a lesson.
My biggest motivator was to get out of that whole job situation. Like, I don't know, I liked the job, it was fine, but I just was so complacent. Like, my life had just become this
Monotonous?
pattern on repeat and monotonous. Like, I forgot. Like, sometimes I'd get in the car to drive to work, and I'd be at work, and I'd be like, "Oh shit, I don't even remember driving here." It's like, it's just such a routine. Like, you just zone out, and it's just life.
Shit, you're speaking on a spiritual level.
I just touched your heartstrings.
Let's just cry right now.
I just
that's
you
all.
just tickle my
It would be-
soul.
Let's just have a very manly moment right now and cry a little bit.
No, it's just.
Shed a few tears, you know.
But that's a way of getting out of that. what
Yeah,
you
I was
did.
just so motivated just to
we were just
look
talking
for something
about
else.
this last night. But yeah, getting out of the comfort zone and work really fucking hard.
Yeah, we were. He was smoking a cigarette, and I was smoking mine after, and we spoke for a little bit last night. We're in the same bed.
We were
We're just cuddling, you
this
know.
morning-
Somehow I was wearing his underwear.
Is it? I was big spoon. He was small spoon.
While we were exchanging underwear, it came to my mind.
Under the sheets.
Under the sheets.
With our legs only.
Were you there?
I was filming it. I'm just kidding.
Anyways, well, thanks for filming though. But let's do it again sometime. Anyways, Gabe's,
Anything you'd like to say?
portfolio?
Anything you'd like to
share?
say to our viewers?
Any last advice for people
Well,
that want
sure,
to get
sure.
into
Yeah.
NFTs?
I would say do your research, and what I mean by that is watch a whole bunch of YouTube videos. I watch Elio Trades, watch Giancarlo buys tokens. They're both great resources to kind of learn how to onboard and learn some stuff about NFTs. Be very careful what you buy. Definitely do research into team members. Like before, it felt like you didn't have to have a public even facing name. You could just be some pseudo name or some avatar, whatever you came up with. Big Cock 16, for example.
Satoshi Nakamoto.
Yeah,
NFTs
whatever.
or something
But
like
yeah, but
Sexy Hoochie Mama.
but
Swag Daddy 420 or something like that.
but now you have to be so careful because you're literally buying into a startup company, like buying shitcoins. You're investing in something that may or may not go up in value. And like startups, most fail, right? Most startups fail. And most NFTs are going to fail as well.
So don't
Don't
waste,
just go buy crap.
so don't waste money that you're not willing to lose. Maybe that's another.
yeah.
advice you'd
So
say?
yeah, never invest with money that you cannot afford to lose. That's
Right.
the saying. That's not my quote, but
But that's what happened when you did with your $300, right? It's still
well,
a
that
lot
was,
of money.
I mean, that was like literally like the only disposable income I had at that moment, and it was
Gotcha.
like excess from doing e-commerce stuff. You know, like
gotcha.
my full-time job's money was accounted for already. Like, I
Damn,
couldn't
think
touch
think
that.
about the fact whether you didn't have that e-commerce money, like you had to do e-commerce to get those $300 too.
I
That's
know,
wild,
like
right?
I had to grind to even have time to grind. Like I don't know.
That's how I am right now. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like every day on the phone calling people.
What are you doing?
Just exactly.
What are you wearing?
this is it. I'm every day on the phone. calling people.
You want me to touch my butt some part? Because you work
What
at a
kind of,
hotline,
is this
right?
late night?
Sir, hello? Yeah, this is Sim. Give me a moment. 1 second. Hey, Daddy, what are you wearing? Hello. Hello.
I'm so hot right now.
You've been a bad boy.
Stop it.
I was waiting for your call. Anyways, thanks for being here, Way. Go by his Apocalyptic Queens NFT. Follow the Discord channel. Tengan una semana bien vergas. Ya saben que vamos a estar aquí la semana que entra. Estamos en redes sociales y en Apple Podcast y en Spotify.
Así es.
Esa madre. Vayan a checar también su canal de YouTube. Está vergas en lo que sube algo. Ya se chingaron todos los videos que subió. Nos vemos el próximo martes.
Y recuerden, no le busquen chichis a la culebra.